I'm not going to be taken advantage of today. So. No!
Stay out of my woods, boy. This is my land.
I'm not going to decide for now on.
This is what I'm going to do in the password for this.
No.
Got you.
No!
Right there. Full face, boy.
Hi again.
Hi,
This
guys.
is our second day of hiking in Big Bend National Park.
We were up in the Chisos Mountains this day.
So I think we mentioned it last time. There's like three main regions of Big Bend National Park. There's the Chisos Basin, which is like the more mountainous area.
There's also like the southwest area.
Yeah,
Yes.
the Castellon area, which is more desert environment, and then there's the Rio Grande Village, which is on the river.
But there's also, technically, there's the north region too, which we didn't go there much.
Yeah. So our plan for today was what?
Today we were supposed to, on this day, we were supposed to go to up in the Chisos Mountains and go to Lost Mine Trail. And then we were going to go to all of the visitor centers within the park. There's 3 visitor centers. Actually, one burnt down, but they have like a temporary one. However, our plans changed that day.
So we started the Lost Mine Trail here, which we're looking at,
And we got to the top of it.
but we heard rumors. There's actually a retired park ranger who was up there. She was just kind of just up for a jog, and she told everyone that all the visitor centers are closed. This was Tuesday. What date was this? March?
It would have been, because Elisa's birthday was on Monday, so it would have been Tuesday the 17th.
So Tuesday the 17th, we found out the visitor centers were closed, but the camp stores were still open. So, so we had planned on doing the Lost Mine Trail, which is about 4 miles round trip.
Yeah.
4 miles round trip, and then we're going to go visit all the visitor centers. We were pretty wiped out from the day before, from the day 1 hiking that we did. So we kind of were going to take it easy today.
And just do like a shorter trail.
Yeah, I'm going to take it easy by doing a 4 mile hike, which was like a 2,000 elevation gain or something. There's a picture of like the actual All Trails profile. You can see the elevation gain, but the last like quarter mile is like basically straight up.
Straight up, bunch of switchbacks.
Um,
It was a cool trail. I liked it.
so
I love those kind of trails.
here's the this is what we're looking at here is kind of like the scenic. We're still like early morning. You kind of see the sunrise coming over the ridge of some of these mountains, and basically hobbling ourselves up to the top of this Lost Mine mountain.
And you have to get to this, when you get to this trail, you need to get there early in the morning because there's hardly any parking. And you're supposed to park in the parking trailhead, or they will ticket you apparently.
we saw people parking on the street. So
Yeah.
so along the way we took some selfies and photos, and just took it really slowly going up the trail because we knew going back down would probably be easier.
Right.
So the couple scenic overlooks we had stopped at, and the little intro video that you guys saw was Nolan, who was just here making a bunch of noise, packing up his trash from the snack. But Nolan's there in the blue sweatshirt, but he was pretending to be, or not pretending to be. He is now taking the role over of like the too cool for school teenager.
Yep. He's 13 and he does not like his picture taken. So.
Stay out of my woods, boy. This is my land.
I'm not gonna decide for now.
This is what I'm gonna do as a password for this.
No.
Got you.
No.
Right there. Full face, boy.
This is the approach up to the pinnacle of the Lost Mine Trail. You can kind of see it kind of drops down on either side, but the kind of flattens out a little bit, but then it goes up to a nice good point. So, and this is where we kind of met up with the retired park ranger who's out for a quick early morning jog, and she was just kind of pointing out some landmarks to us. And the rest of the, not just us, but there was a bunch of other people that were just kind of sitting up there. We were kind of pissed off at ourselves because we saw the bear and mountain lion signs that says don't to pack up all your food and make sure that's all secured. So we didn't bring any snacks on the hike. Remember that?
Yeah.
And so we didn't want to like attract any bears or anything that stuff in our backpacks with all our goodies. So we didn't bring any food or
Because they
anything.
had quite a bit of signs that said, "Don't bring any of this stuff because
it'll attract bears."
Yeah.
So we didn't bring any food, and once we got up to the top of this trail, we saw everyone else like having a picnic. I'm like, come on. So we got up there and we're pretty hungry, and well, we had water, which was good. But you kind of see everyone else just kind of sitting around and enjoying the view and having a nice little picnic.
But we sat down for a little bit, but I wish we would have had like at least, I don't know, a granola bar or whatever kind of snacks we have in our backpacks.
Yeah, you see.
We had left them all in the car.
Yeah. And we didn't see a single damn bear or a single mountain lion.
We could have seen a bear or a mountain lion for all that. Gosh darn it.
In fact, this whole trip down Big Bend, we didn't see
We hardly saw any wildlife. You saw deer one day when
I saw a coyote one night driving back to the
and you saw little deer.
Yep. So, and here's the pinnacle of the mountain here. You kind of see off in the distance of how it kind of just drops off. Chantel didn't want to come out here. She was stuck back there.
Yeah, I stayed back a little ways because it kind of went up pointy, and my hip was not. By the time we got up there, my hip was like, yeah, I don't want to come back down off that point. I was afraid I'd tumble. So I'd rather been safe than sorry that day.
All right, you guys ready?
Yeah, well, here we go.
So those mountain ranges in the far distance, I think Sierra something Madera.
Yeah.
So they're in Mexico, basically.
Yeah, they're 100. The lady said the furthest point away, that retired ranger, her husband actually was still an active ranger. And she lived in the park actually. And she said the furthest point that we could see that day, she said the furthest point was 160 miles away. And she said the sky was really clear that day, that you could actually see that mountain.
Yeah. So it's pretty neat. We could see all the way into Mexico from where we're at. So spent some time up there,
Because it's usually she said it's usually not that clear because it's foggy. Like a few other days we were there, it was foggy a lot up there.
So I think that's Mount, I can't remember the name of it, but it's the highest point in the park. That's a picture of us that Chantel took while she stayed behind. And then from there, from the Chisos Basin area, we went down to the visitor center. We verified that it was closed, had our lunch down there in the parking lot, and then we decided, well, let's just drive down to the Rio Grande Village area to kind of check out that area and see if, because we had plans for the next day, which is going to be day 3, which is going to be the next video in the series. The next day we're planning on doing the border crossing down there at the Rio Grande Village, and we're told that the border might possibly be closed the next day, and they only do border crossings
Wednesday through Saturday typically, or Wednesday through Sunday typically.
Yeah.
So it wasn't open on Tuesday anyway. So
Yeah.
we knew that because it's never open on Tuesday.
Yeah.
But she wasn't sure at the time if it was going to be closed on Wednesday. We weren't quite sure.
Yeah.
So-
So we drove down there anyway, just to kind of check it out, and indeed was closed. So, right in the meantime, we went down to this Boquillas overlook area, and we saw some Mexican vendors that crossed the border illegally, and then we saw the wares that they were trying to sell off, and the
Park ranger.
the park police, whatever, they came out and flashed their siren, and they basically told them to get across the border.
They went down and
So
it was cool.
after that, we're pretty much pooped out. So, like I said, we were pretty tired from the day before, and we had nothing else we could do. So we basically drove around the park a little bit more, and I decided to kind of, hey, let's check out the town of Terlingua.
Oh yeah.
So we had dinner at Terlingua at it's like one of the top 10 restaurants in Texas, which was rustic iron barbecue. And I was expecting a full-on restaurant, but it's this guy's shack. Basically, it's a converted trailer on the side of the road, and it was pretty good barbecue.
But yeah, it was really good. It was really good, and then it has like this hut that you can sit in.
Yeah,
And
it's seating. The guy came out and he talked with us for a little bit.
yeah,
He's got a little guest book. Lots of visitors from Texas, obviously, but there's quite a few from like Germany and France.
all over. Yeah, it was really good. I highly recommend it if you go there.
Yep. So check out DB's Rustic Iron Barbecue in Terlingua.
Terlingua, Texas.
Huge portions. It was like what, $10 for like a combination plate for what I got, or was it 12?
No, I think it was a little bit more than that. Like mine was like $10. I got like the sandwich and something.
Yeah.
Yours was like closer to like 15, but it was completely worth it.
Yeah.
So worth it.
A lot of food.
It was a lot of food.
So that was our second day in Big Bend National Park. We had a plan of doing some stuff, but then we had to be kind of flexible based on some information that they were closing the visitor centers because of the coronavirus, and wanted to make sure that people were appropriately distancing themselves.
And at that time, I mean, this is back still in March. So this is the middle of March. This is just when things were just starting to close down. They hadn't closed any national parks or anything at the time. So this was just when they were starting to just close some visitor centers.
Yep. So
this was just on that very first day of closing some visitor centers. So that it got that one closed. And so at the time, all the campgrounds and everything were still open in the park, and the camp stores were still open. So the kids wanted some shirts and a sweatshirt. So we happened to go to the camp stores and got those.
Mm-hmm.
And we like a sticker for the RV, and they only, I found like at the gas station, they had stuff, and I asked the guy, and they only sell those at the visitor center. However, he said they have been out of those in the park since last summer. So that made me feel better that I actually didn't miss out on one of those. He said that for some reason the park hasn't had those since the summer of 2019. So Big Bend National Park needs to get stickers so people can put them on their RVs.
Well, we'll go back. We'll go back some other day and get a sticker for our RV. We did go. We have a sticker, but not an official park sticker. So
Yeah.
And we didn't get the little stamp in the book.
Right.
So
Yeah, we did not get our stamp in the book, so because the visitor centers were closed.
but we had even more shenanigans the next few days at Big Bend National Park. So we'll cover those in follow-on videos. So right now our video is done. You're just there to talk about it. So took it easy the second day. We're kind of recovering. A quick 4-mile mountainous hike to recover. And then that's it.
Yep.
Anything else?
No.
All right. We'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Yes.
Okay.
Hello, we're recording here.
That's why I'm taking my stuff all day now. Don't wait.
Oh my God.
Quiet on the set.
Kid that never talks. It's got to be the noisiest as soon as we start recording. For real.